Pakistan's illegally incarcerated former Prime Minister Imran Khan has written a third letter to the country's de facto ruler and army chief, General Asim Munir. In this open letter, Imran Khan warned that Pakistan stands on the verge of catastrophe, highlighting 5 key reasons for the country's dismal state: the demise of democracy, misplaced priorities, the exodus of skilled Pakistanis and capital, and widespread human rights violations. Expressing his concern, Imran Khan said, and quote, "As a former Prime Minister and a patriotic Pakistani, my only desire is to restore the reputation of my armed forces in the interests of the country. Despite the fact that the army is fighting against terrorism and there are daily martyrdoms, there is no harmony between the people and the army due to the policies of the establishment." Unquote. Pakistan has witnessed the highest number of casualties from terrorism-related incidents in over a decade. Since he has become the Chief of Army Staff, Asim Munir's military intelligence agencies have shifted their focus to politics and governance, committing massive human rights violations according to various international human rights organizations, including the historic 2024 election rigging. Prominent U.S. lawmaker Joe Wilson, who serves on the House Armed Services Committee and the House Committee on Foreign Affairs, has announced plans to introduce the Pakistan Democracy Act, aiming to impose sanctions on individuals within Pakistan's military government responsible for the persecution and illegal imprisonment of former Prime Minister Imran Khan. In a statement on his X account, Joe Wilson said, and quote, "I'm grateful to share that I'm drafting the Pakistan Democracy Act to ban from the United States those in the Pakistan military government responsible for the wrongful persecution and imprisonment of Imran Khan." Unquote. The proposed legislation signals a growing concern in Washington over Pakistan's political and human rights situation. Imran Khan, the country's most popular political leader, has been behind bars since August 2023. Pakistan's de facto ruler, General Asim Munir, along with senior military and intelligence officials, have targeted Imran Khan, his wife, and his political party, the PTI. Several U.S. lawmakers have reaffirmed the support for democracy, human rights, and political freedoms in Pakistan during PAKPAC's bipartisan Congressional Open House in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday. Pakistan American Political Action Committee is a bipartisan political action committee which has accelerated efforts to engage with U.S. lawmakers as Pakistan's democracy has collapsed. Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib of Michigan emphasized the importance of ensuring that the Pakistani people have a true democracy. Meanwhile, Congressman Andre Carson of Indiana made a strong call for the release of Imran Khan, Pakistan's illegally incarcerated former Prime Minister, declaring, "Free Imran Khan." The event, organized by PAKPAC, marked its inaugural gathering for the new Congress and was attended by members of the Pakistani diaspora along with multiple U.S. congressmen and senators. Pakistan's former president, Arif Alvi, a senior member of Imran Khan's PTI, addressed the gathering and spoke of the human rights violations being committed by the military regime in Pakistan. Bangladesh's former government was behind systematic attacks and killings of protesters as it tried to hold on to power last year, the UN said on Wednesday, warning that the abuses could amount to crimes against humanity. Before Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina was toppled in a student-led revolution last August, her government cracked down on protesters and others, including hundreds of extrajudicial killings, the United Nations said. The United Nations Rights Office said it had reasonable grounds to believe that the crimes against humanity of murder, torture, imprisonment, and infliction of other inhumane acts have taken place. These alleged crimes committed by the government, along with violent elements of Hasina's Awami League Party and the Bangladeshi security and intelligence services, were part of a widespread and systematic attack against protesters and other civilians. Bangladesh's interim leader Muhammad Yunus, who had asked the UN Rights Office to launch its fact-finding mission, welcomed the report, insisting that he wanted to transform Bangladesh into a country in which all its people can live in security and dignity.